From one parent to another, welcome to Skyward. Once you log in, go ahead and start with this button right here that says Student Profile. This is the most important place to start. In the student profile, you've got the basic information that the school has. So over here, the most important thing to start with is your family information. Click where it says Edit, and it's going to allow you to update your information along with the phone number and email address. And what that means is if something happens at school, the school can get a hold of you. It's really, really important that you update this anytime there's changes and check it every year to make sure it's up to date. The other thing it gives you is emergency contacts, and you have a place for both of yours and other people in your family or neighbors, whatever your community circle is of trusted adults who can respond in case of an emergency. It's really important. So if you're at work and your kiddo falls sick, you can actually go and call that person so they can pick them up. They would be authorized and approved by the district. So it really, really helps the school support you and your student. The next most important thing you can do is make sure the school can reach you and set this up so you are constantly in notification when anything goes awry for your student. So to get to that, click up here where it says My Messages. What you'll find here is basically its own app and message center, which is super helpful if you're in the program, but not so much if you aren't checking it daily, which who does that? So instead, what we're going to do is set it up so that it will email us instead of just sending us this message center. Click where it says Settings. When you get here, you got to read carefully. Do you see where it says unsubscribe from all emails? That means the only messages you're going to get are coming in to the Skyward only if you click on My Messages. I can tell you from experience, it was really frustrating last year because I didn't have that checked. So instead, let's click subscribe to all emails, and then we can go through and pick and choose what we want. Basically speaking, if there's something going on that I need to be aware of, it's going to send me a message. I can always go back in and uncheck it if I get inundated with emails that I don't want. But let's say my student's absent. Well, I need to know that. Do you see where it says send a copy to my email? Definitely click that. Conference, if the teacher's requesting a conference, or let's say they get in trouble at school, if they're enrolled or unenrolled, family access, food service, any of those things I would need access to. Gradebook, I'm not sure about this. I don't quite understand why I would have a high threshold, but the important one, do you guys see where it says low score notifications? If my son turns in an assignment and it's worth less than 70, you betcha I want to know about it because that's not acceptable in our family. He would need to go through and redo it. So instead of me checking Skyward every single day, I check my email already. This will send me an email if the student turns in an assignment less than a 70 in any of the classes. This right here is important to check. Let's say he turns in an assignment and it's a 50 and he redoes it and it's only a 60. It's not going to keep sending me a message over and over again. So it just helps minimize the emails that are coming in. So low grade threshold. This is super important. Basically, in any 9 weeks period, in any grading period, if the grade itself drops below a 70, that's when it'll email me. So in whatever class, it's going to email me and I will get information. Just like above, only send me notifications once. If the grade's a 70 and then something else goes in and it drops to a 60, I don't need a new email. But if it goes to an 85 and then drops back down to a 65, I would want to know that. And so that helps me keep track of, hey, here's an alert. Go check Skyward and see what's going on. Last entry notification, that sounds silly. Grade change request denied. No, I don't really have interest in that. Missing assignment, this one's super important. So when a teacher clicks missing assignment, it may or may not activate on that below a 70. but we need to know what's going on. And so I would like the notification and I'd like an email sent. So if there's missing work, that's just sitting out there. That's a 0, and there is nothing that's going to hurt more than a 0. So I want it to email me, but here's the thing. I don't want it emailing me stuff from last semester or last grading period, only for the current grading period. Okay, so once per assignment, not sure why a teacher would change it from missing to something, but that way it doesn't keep alerting you that missing assignment. So the online assessment scores available, not really relevant in our case. So send a copy of other gradebook messages to my email. Sure. All right, so grading, grade changes, other things, graduation requirements, and the basic idea, if there's general announcements, that's really important. So one of the most important things is that I'm enrolled in the general, because my campus has a weekly newsletter for parents that includes what's coming up in the week, what's announced, what to be prepared for. And it's super, super helpful. And I wasn't getting them this year, and it was so frustrating. This is why. So you want general turned on. You want these low score notifications turned on. Remember, 70 is passing, and anything less than that is failing, and the student will have to repeat the grade. So you can start with assignments at 70 or below, anything below a 70 for a class, and anything missing. Those are the most important things to have checked. Everything else, you could still come here to the gradebook and have my messages, and they'll still be waiting for you just like last year. The trick is you want to make sure you have those turned on. Before you leave this page, click where it says save and back. If you don't do that, it won't save it. One of the most frustrating things last year for me was I could never remember where to find the progress reports and report cards. Ladies and gentlemen, the term we are looking for is a very unfriendly portfolio. This is what you click to access the final report cards. It'll download a copy for you, so you have a copy on your computer or phone, so you can see report cards, progress reports, and transcripts. Everything you need to know is right here. And so this right here again is the very unfriendly but now solvable problem. It is right here called portfolio. Click this for your progress reports and report cards. So remember, portfolio, progress reports. Got it? If you need those every 3 weeks, the school sends out a progress report or a report card every 9 weeks. And so that'll help keep you in charge of what's going on, keep you up to date. There's also grading. What you'll notice here is at the end of the school year, you're going to have a very full screen. You've got your first 9 weeks, and the citizenship will tell you how they're doing in class behaviorally. You'll have your second 9 weeks and the citizenship. Then there's the semester exams that are worth a percentage of the final grade for the semester. S1 is the semester grade. SE1 are the semester exams. Third 9 weeks, citizenship. Fourth 9 weeks, citizenship. Semester exam for the spring, and semester 2. So whenever you look at these, let's say that your student turned in an assignment and you want to know why their grade is so low. So let's look at this. This student is missing an assignment. So this grade right here, we've got quizzes and tests that are going on, and you can actually see the individual assignments and comments, but since this is from a previous year, that's why you're not seeing most of the details. So check back. I have a shared video that'll walk you through how to check those grades, and please teach your student how to do that as well. That's something he or she should be checking at least once a week so that they can reach out to teachers if they're missing any assignments or if they're having any trouble at all. So in summary, as you begin this Skyward system, just remember, start with the student profile, update your information, then go to messages, and go to the settings in there to set up what you want emails for and what you don't want emails for. If you want to see what the individual grades are in a class and the breakdown of how that grade comes together, click grading. And every 3 weeks, a progress report, or every 9 weeks, a report card. Those are going to show up here in the portfolio. So I hope this has been helpful for you. If you want more information about checking the grades, there's another video on YouTube that I'll link in the comments below.